Alright, y'all, so 7 U.S. Capitol police officers are suing Trump over what they have been calling the January 6th riot. Again, that's a loose use of words, but that's what they are calling it. So, supposedly, let's see here. Alright, so Stop the Steal rally organizers and members of far-right extremist groups accusing them of spreading lies, using white supremacist sentiments to attempt to overthrow the 2020 election, and ultimately bearing responsibility for the riot that injured more than 140 officers on January 6th. Plaintiffs and their fellow law enforcement officers risked their lives to defend the Capitol from a violent mass attack, an attack provoked and aided and joined by defendants in an unlawful effort to use force, intimidation, and threats to prevent Congress from certifying the results of the 2020 presidential election, which was filed Thursday in the U.S. District Court of Columbia. Let's see. Because of defendants' unlawful actions, plaintiffs were violently assaulted, spat on, tear gas, bear sprayed, subject to racial slurs, and infants, and put in fear for their lives, the lawsuit says. Plaintiffs' injuries which defendants caused persist to this day. Now, I will say that is a great, that sounds horrible. That sounds like, the world just came and assaulted these police officers. So that sounds good. I'll give them that. Now, I'm just going to keep reading through this, and I'm going to put how I feel at the end of this. There's 2 more things to go here. Alright, 71-page lawsuit. 71 pages, pretty good. Also alleges the defendants spread false claims of election fraud and incited violence against members of Congress and the law enforcement officers whose job it was to protect them. Among the defendants are alleged members of the far-right extremist group Proud Boys and Oath Keepers who are now facing criminal charges for alleged roles in the riots. Okay. So, now that we are through all that, it does sound like, it sounds pretty good, what they put in there, that makes it sound great, it sounds like they're going to win their case, but one thing that's kind of preventing that, which, everybody has access to, I'm sure, was what Trump actually said. Trump actually said, go out there and peacefully and patriotically make your voices be heard. That's what he said. But again, peacefully, they're like, oh, he said patriotically. Yeah, patriotically, peacefully. So, at the end of the day, alright, these are grown people, okay? Now, we can go back and forth whether it was left, right, Antifa, Proud Boys, whatever the case may be. We can go back and forth with that all day. Now, y'all already know how I feel about it. I believe both sides were out there. Now, I also do believe that Capitol Police also kind of pushed it. They were out there using tear gas and out there using, pushing back before it was even violent. And you can see that if you really do your research, you can go out there and see that the tear gas was fired first by them before anything happened. It was peaceful before they even fired, after they fired tear gas, sorry. So, it was a peaceful crowd, but they literally fired tear gas. And that probably upset a lot of people, that they're just out there and now y'all firing tear gas for no damn reason. Alright, so, second point I have here is, what about over the summer? So, you're saying, let me get this straight here, you're saying more than 140 officers injured, okay? So, what about the summer of love, as y'all called it? So, what happened there? Where, 300 officers, 400 officers were injured. I believe actually, 7 officers were killed. What about that? Can we actually talk about that one instead? Or can we talk about the black guy that ran his car into the police barricade at the Capitol, killing one officer, seriously injuring another Capitol police officer, and then charging the rest of the Capitol police officers there with a knife, he was eventually shot and killed? Or can we not talk about that? I'm just saying, it's just, I don't know, it's outrageous. There's so much going on that, that they're still focusing on this. Again, not everything is racial, not everything is against white people. So, they need to really just talk about both sides here. And where is Joe Biden at? My God, where is Joe Biden? Can we please find out where Joe Biden is so he can give us a message on what's happening in Afghanistan? But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.